Okay, before going any further, there are two previous parts to this video that if you watch them, it will probably make a whole lot more sense and also be quite a bit funnier. I'll link them down below. There is the Say No to Rage conspiracy video, and then my epic battle with a Bungie lawyer. Once that's done, or if you've already seen them, we can really get started.
USPTO.gov. I know the website because my name is trademarked. Get f***ed.
Drop it.
Okay, in all seriousness here, I need to take a minute to address something that is entirely plausible because at this point the whole thing has gone so far sideways, I almost can't believe it's real. Now, when I say I can't believe it's real, I mean I literally almost don't believe that what I'm seeing is actually the result of the people who appear to be behind it. No one can be that stupid, right? I genuinely believe that there is a possibility that this is some sort of troll working to keep the subject alive with spurious copyright takedowns of my channel. And I will show in this video every single bit of info that I have so that people can draw their own conclusions. Brief recap here. I made a video previously about a streamer who got his life torn down because many years ago he made some other streamers feel uncomfortable at conventions. My angle was that some of the punishments he received may be justified, but the sum total of a year-long campaign to strike him down from any career path he decided to pursue, no matter what it was, had gone much too far. Furthermore, it seemed at the time that there had been a concentrated effort to synchronize the accusations on social media for maximum damage. There were witness contradictions, timestamp issues, all sorts of different problems. And during that video, again, linked down below in the description, it is much more detailed and in-depth for the information, I used some clips from a streamer named Sarah Daniels. That's where it ended for about 3 weeks when suddenly I got a copyright strike takedown notice from Bitwise Legal working on behalf of Sarah Daniels. Turns out Bitwise Legal is also hired by Bungie, and Sarah Daniels had routinely said things like the Bungie corporate attorneys told us XYZ, insinuating that this might very well be the Bungie attorney that she had now sicked on me. Well, that strike was deemed invalid by YouTube itself, which meant the video came back up and life went on. All of these events are fully explained in the Epic Battle with a Bungie Lawyer video down below. So again, if you haven't seen that, it will provide further context on what comes next. So click that and see it before going further. Since there is case law on this subject and the video so clearly fell within fair use, plus I received some further information after the fact from other sources, I figured I actually might have recourse at the Washington State Bar Association if I wanted to take action against her lawyer directly, but that seemed completely unnecessary and way over the line, so I didn't and I won't. That's where I thought it would all end, but no such luck. This morning, or rather late last night I guess, the video got struck by another copyright takedown, which pulled it offline for all of maybe 6 full hours. Once again, it has been deemed invalid by YouTube itself. So now for the interesting part. As soon as the video got struck down, people noticed. I got several direct messages. I was sleeping, but they still arrived. Certain creators tweeted about it. After all, we've been through this before, and everyone kind of thought, will she try again? Maybe, who knows? So when it happened, word started to spread, as it always does. Well, underneath one of those tweets, by Say No to Rage himself, actually, some tweets appeared which claimed to be from the copyright claimant themselves. The handle, magical74741943, had been created that very same day and claimed to be the photographer in possession of the email address who had filed this takedown early in March 9th to be exact. They also claimed that the creator knows this, referring to me, actually. And no, I don't get emails about this, except when it fails or actually strikes the video, so pipe down over there, lady, okay? Good job. Well, this account went on to say a number of different things, even commenting on my own thread, but when I went to check for more, it turned out that the account had been deleted already. So as it stands, a random account got created, same day as the strike, claiming to be the copyright holder, claiming to have filed this as early as March 9th, and it only now went into effect for about 6 full hours. I have no idea who this account truly belongs to, or belonged to, past tense, so keep that in mind, but that's what happened. So why does that matter? Well, if we look at the actual claim itself, we learn a number of different things. I'm not going to put this woman's full name out there, even if it ends up being a troll who's impersonating this individual, but in the data given to me through this takedown transcript, I learned that their username, their online username, is Wally Spam, that they were the photographer at Sarah Daniels' wedding who claims full copyright ownership of a photograph that was used in the original video, and I also got a bunch of Flickr serial data as well as a company name. Now, I found a bunch of different photography agencies with the name Magical Moments Photography, but none that listed or included the name of this person. However, things got a lot more murky when I learned that the username Wally Spam is the moniker that Sarah Daniels' mother goes by in the online world. That's suspect, and the full name, which I have redacted, also seems to corroborate this. So, is the photography agency run by Sarah Daniels' mother? Is her mother now striking the video, or was the strike initiated in early March, only now being executed and overturned, while her mother creates a brand new Twitter account to reply to people about all of it, then deletes it a few hours later? That's not how you go about clearing up a misunderstanding. That's not how you shift a narrative. And the worst part is, we haven't even gotten to the possible perjury yet. Let me explain. Anytime you file a copyright strike takedown notice or request, you deliver a signature that clearly states, under penalty of perjury, obviously, that you fully believe the work to be yours, that you have a legal right to do this, and you then provide evidence to that fact. In the first copyright takedown notice I received, there was information from Bitwise Legal on behalf of Sarah Daniels, which very clearly states, quote, "My client, Sarah Daniels, is the author/owner of the content that is the subject of this takedown request. The subject video includes video of Ms. Daniels' live stream from Twitch at the timestamps in the complaint and an unauthorized reproduction of Ms. Daniels' wedding photo at 1856. End quote. That would be a lawyer claiming that his client, Sarah Daniels, owns the copyright to her live streams and the wedding photo. But if we go to the next copyright strike that I received, regardless of when it was initiated, you can see the following. Quote, "This is the URL of the copyrighted work," Flickr link. Also, it's a dead link if that means anything and goes nowhere. "All of the EXIF data is included on that page. It is copyrighted to myself and myself only. The author of the video in question is using my photo for libel, and I'm concerned it will hurt my business if other customers see my photo used in such a manner. Title, Chris Sarah 301622. Author name, Magical Moments Photography. Type of work, commercial photography. Serial number, date created, timestamps where the video, etc., etc." So, first of all, libel is print, or more broadly, any communication embodied in physical form which is deemed injurious to an individual's reputation. So, that's wrong. Good job, dumbass. Second, the claim "it is copyrighted to myself and myself only" would directly contradict what the lawyer claimed in the previous takedown, when referring to the work being copyrighted exclusively by Sarah Daniels. Now, that may seem extremely trivial, especially if they are related, but I'm not so sure, because it would mean that one of these two parties quite clearly does not own the picture, yet claimed with official signature in a DMCA form, under penalty of perjury, that they do own it. One of these parties is also apparently a previously serving lawyer for Bungie who made this claim on behalf of his client, while perhaps, if it's not all just a horrible troll, her mother contradicts that same claim and says it's libel, which could not possibly be the case owing to a digital medium. Quite the family we got here. I barely got through this script. I laughed entirely too much at all of it until I realized that one of two things must be true. Either A, this is an elaborate and highly damaging troll that has caused me to go down a rabbit hole of purely fabricated nonsense while also attempting to harm the channel, which is a very, very, very bad thing. Or B, it's all true, and this family is a disaster that is borderline wrecking itself like the Titanic on an upper echelon iceberg. Neither of those possibilities should be deemed appealing. If the former happens to be true, I am offering right now Sarah Daniels the opportunity to come forward and swear under oath that she and her mother had nothing to do with any of it. I'll find a notary, we can do a Zoom call, and if that's not an option, I'll make it work in some other way to get a sworn affidavit created where you state plainly, very plainly, that this was not you or your family. And I will put out a lengthy and detailed course correction after that on everything in my previous videos, which would be highly necessary should this be some sort of copyright troll. That's about as fair as I could possibly be, and having witnessed the sheer stupidity of what has been happening, I thought it was a necessary statement to include. From what I can tell, given the information contained within the transcript that was sent to me, though I have absolutely no idea who was behind the Twitter account magical7474, etc., the claim was initially created earlier in March. It was not filed and processed till last night, and though the link is dead, there is enough serial data here to indicate that this person likely is who they say they are from the claim, which would mean that Sarah Daniels very well may have sent her mother and her Bungie lawyer in quotation marks, after me, with the singular and only effect of benefiting my entire channel. This needs to end. I don't need it to end for my benefit. I need this to end because common human decency has a few hard-drawn lines in the sand. I've now had my fill of the subject, and frankly, if all speculation were to be true, I've had my fill of humiliating these people. I made my jokes, I threw my jabs. Absolutely, I'm not above it, but enough is enough. The tactic that they use is to continue on and on, tearing down whatever they can for whoever wrongs them or whoever they just want to cancel as some sort of false moral righteousness and deliberate retribution for past action, and they go entirely too far. I don't need to be the same. It's dead to me. Now, it is dead to me. I'm done if they leave it alone. That's it. If you want to support, consider watching on Odyssey, supporting on Locals, checking out another YouTuber link down below, or buying some merch and following other social media. All of it is linked in the description, so check that out. That's it, though. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice night.